Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. So why judge people as individuals and as groups? Well, the Bible tells you to judge, not to not judge. If I told a child to first get in the car and then put on your seatbelt so I can take you to school, am I telling that person to not put on their seatbelt? No, I'm telling them to put on their seatbelt. But first they need to get in the car so that they can then put on their seatbelt. In Matthew 7, it says, first remove the log from your own eye, then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Make sure you see clearly, and then help them out. So they're being commanded to judge. Also consider a group of English people and how they were right before the Romans came and colonized them and changed their culture permanently. First, they once had a culture that some of them were more attached to than others, and they fought with non-Roman groups over the land, women, what have you. These clashes changed them, and then the clashes with the Romans changed them. And along the way, like it says in Isaiah 57, the most well-meaning of them were screened out. See, none of those people were righteous, but some of them were closer to righteous than others, and they got screened out. So what then happens? That group becomes less and less moral as they become more and more Roman. And it was the Roman culture and spirit that symbolically crucified Christ in the story, because it was the most evil thing anyone could think of at the time on the whole planet. It was the Romans and people in your own group stabbing you in the back. It's what the Jews symbolize. And so over time, they became more evil. Now some individuals left and said, I'm going to go be a Native American, or I'm going to go be this or that. But those who remained in that group were the main group that colonized the whole world and brought it down very fast. So when they insist on running the churches or the world or being seen as ideal, it is extreme idolatry. Now why? We first had to consider what group they're a part of and how they came to be, right? Generational inheritance. Then we have to consider the individuals. Did they all leave that culture? Did they continue that culture? Did some individual leave that culture and say, hey, I'm not like the rest of them? And incidentally, none of them are obeying God through me. No one's obeying God through me. So when we look at the group, we then see what may very well be the most evil group of people on the planet based on objective facts. So we have to judge people as individuals and as groups. And if you say, hey, you can't say that because that's wrong, then how do we explain what's going on in the world? We have to explain things in terms of points of references. Who are the main people ruling the world? Are they Jews? Are they LGBT people? Are they white people? Are they English people? Who are they? Are they Eskimos? Do you really think it's fair and not racist to compare a group of people that causes not too much harm relative to these powerful groups of white people and Jews? I think it's fair to say that they're just as guilty as they are? Equality comes from truth. It doesn't come from, just trying to make everything seem equal. That's called stupidity. That's called being evil. That's called downplaying the problems in the world. The major problem in this world today is white, Jewish, and LGBT supremacy. There's no other way to look at it.